BFM video in the spotlight today is none other than Sri Tony Fernandes, entrepreneur, tycoon, all-round cool guy, and we're going to ask him some things that is on everyone's mind, actually, or at least on my mind.
Okay.
More so than most CEOs, I would say globally. You're very active on social media.
Yeah.
Does your corporate communications team go nuts every time you log on?
I think they do, but I think they kind of used to me now.
Is it a case of let Tony be Tony?
Sometimes realistically, they're never going to control me. They have tried. Sometimes now they put 3 people around me and try and pull me away. But I'm a big believer in freedom of the speech and saying what I believe. It gets me in trouble, but like I said to Noel just now, we have got to where we are. Mm-hmm. So you can't change your personality too much because it has brought some level of success. But yeah, in a nutshell, I think I do, but they kind of used to it now. I think sometimes they even say to the press, go look at the Twitter. But I've got a bit better.
Right, yeah. I mean, but do you feel it's... and do you feel that's important, though, with regards to...
Well, I'm a very transparent person. I mean, I really believe in transparency. I think it's crucial in everything we do, especially as the internet now evolves and there's lots of sources of information, both accurate and inaccurate.
Yeah.
So the best way of dealing with that is to be open and transparent.
And of course, you're in a business that is very people-oriented.
Well, it's a public-oriented, right?
Exactly.
This morning, I got some woman texting me saying, you're inhumane because your flight's delayed for 12 hours. But, I mean, the plane's broken down. What can we do, right?
Yeah. And not just with airlines. I mean, with football and F1, they're all very fan.
Yeah. And, I mean, you got to take the good with the bad. So yeah, I enjoy it. It's a good stimulation for me. It also, you don't need to go and do a market survey. You get a feeling of what's actually happening, right?
You do,
By being Twitter. I have 160,000 people who follow me, so that's a pretty good cross-section.
And so earlier you were talking about, in your interview on the Breakfast Grill, you were talking about knowing your limits and so on and so forth. You've done music, airlines, football, a little bit of basketball, F1. You do know that this is how all Bond villains start out. I mean, what's next?
The cat. Dr. Evil.
Is there something that's...
No. This is it. I'd love to do something with hospitals.
Yeah.
I do think hospitals are phenomenally inefficient. I think private hospitals charge too much, and government hospitals are too overcrowded. There needs to be something in the middle.
Right.
So would be something I'd like to do, but I got to say that right now I probably couldn't organize a piss up in a brewery. I have so much on my plate.
There's a question from one of a football fan in BFM about the QPR Chelsea match.
Yeah.
Because all the referees had AirAsia things on there.
Yeah. Hey, but equally, I got warning from the Premier League for calling a referee blind, right? So it's there's no such thing. It'd be nice to think that referees are pro us because of tune. I don't think that's the case.
All right. Last question about is it tempting to stand over your kingdom and laugh maniacally from time to time?
No, I don't have those thoughts. I've never thought of it as a kingdom.
Right.
For a start, they're just different businesses run by different people. You don't have a lot of time to step back. I mean, AirAsia takes a lot of my time.
Yeah.
And it's my job. It's what the shareholders pay me for. And maybe one day, if we're Premier League champions, if we're Formula One world champions, if we're the best airline in the world, and if Tune Hotel's the biggest budget hotel in financial services, and then I can sit back and do what you just said. but we're a long, long way from that. But
of course, AirAsia and even Caterham, like you said, they're shareholder businesses and so on and so forth. But QPR is I guess a personal love. It's yours. It's your money.
Well, it's Cameroonians as well.
Yes, of course.
And the Mittal family.
Yeah.
So it's not just mine. QPR is. It's Roy of the Rover stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
I used to listen to BBC World Service, listening to football on shortwave radio, all before your time. By holding the radio, listening to Paddy Feeney on the scores. and I'd get shoot 3 months later, right?
Yeah.
So suddenly to own a football team is kind of, fairy tale
Phenomenal.
stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's fairy tale when things are going right. It's a nightmare when things are going wrong.
Yeah.
So you got to take the good with the bad. But would I have not done it? No. There's nothing in my life I wouldn't have done. I love everything I've done, good or bad.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your time. Correct me if I'm wrong. In 2015, is it AirAsia set to be the largest airline in the world?
It's hard to predict that, but we'd certainly be one of the largest
right.
in 2015.
Well, congratulations.
We'd be, if we carry on at the growth rate that we are, we'd be up there.
Well, congratulations and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.